Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Carolina Kuepper-Tetzel from the Learning Scientists, and welcome to my office hours this month. So today I thought I would talk a bit about student support. We all know that this year has been particularly difficult for staff, but also for students. And I'm the level 2 course lead in psychology at the University of Glasgow. And I tried different ways on how to reach out to students, to help students, and to get them to reach out to me. And today I would like to share a bit of my experience with that and really reflecting on what works and what did not work as well. So I think one approach that I started to do in the very beginning of the semester last year was to encourage students to reach out if they needed additional support, if they had questions about the content, but also if they had any kind of issues that they wanted to share with me, to explore some solutions for them, really. And one way to do that was to post messages to them and to remind them of my office hours. At some point, we changed the name of the office hours to student hours in order to really make sure that students understood that that hour is reserved for them. Doing that relabeling of our office hours to student hours felt like the right step, and it also encouraged more students to show up. But as the semester proceeded and progressed, I felt that it wasn't enough to just remind students that the student hours were there, and I monitored the students to see if they are keeping up with the coursework and so on. And I felt that they were struggling. And so what I did was I created a Microsoft form that encouraged them to reach out very quickly. So they didn't have to write a whole email to me or message to me that usually you would think that this is not a problem, but if a student is struggling, the act to put together an email, to compose an email, may be too much, and may then lead them not to reach out in the end, which may accumulate then the issue. And so I created this form. I'm going to show you what it looks like. This form here. And it is basically just a very short form that is called requested support and help. And the student basically just clicks one of the options. So I'm going to talk about these options in a minute. But they either say, okay, I'd like you to reach out to me via video chat on Zoom or via text-based chat on Teams. They submit that, I get a notification, and then I reach out to them in their preferred way. Now, at the beginning, I only had the one option on there for me to reach out using video chat on Zoom. And while I got more students using the form and reaching out, I still felt that there may be students that I'm not reaching, that are not coming, and maybe there is some kind of lack of communication there still. And then it was during a staff-student meeting where a student raised the following issue. They said, maybe this kind of video chat, like you have basically the lecturer right in front of you, your face is bang on in the camera. Maybe that is something that maybe to how to say that, maybe very anxious students may not be comfortable with that. Okay. And I said, okay, I can understand that. But what would be an alternative way to do that? And then they suggested, what about a text-based chat? What about you offer them the option to have a chat with them texting on Teams, where they can describe what the issue is, and you can provide support and help, add some links to support sites and so on. And I'm like, this is absolutely brilliant. And one thing that really showed me was, first of all, it is really, really important to keep talking to your students because they come up with the best ideas to support other students. So I started doing the text-based chat on Teams. And the moment I added this option, I had much more students reaching out and having those very short chats where we talked about a problem, we found solutions together, and the students was very comfortable sharing information and also accepting information in that format. So I think really to wrap up, there are two lessons that I learned from this. Keep the communication up with your students, listen to their suggestions and recommendations in regards to support and help. And if at all possible for you, implement a text-based chat as a way to communicate with students and to reach out and to help them. I hope this was helpful, and I see you next time. Bye.